A while ago, one friend posted a comment asking if I can add more content in English. Honestly, I'm not ready for that. Also, if you look at search on YouTube, almost 99.9% content is in English. So I think it's more than enough. But that's why I think there's no reason for me to make more content in English talking about value investing. Because if you search value investing on YouTube, you can find thousands videos already. But since the friend asked me, I think each person is different. I have my own experience, and maybe when I share my story and my experience, my thinking on value investing, it could help somebody. Some people maybe will benefit from. So today I would like to give a try. I want to tell 3 stories about TD Bank stock. 3 stories, and I hope this will help my friend understand what is investment, how it works, how money works, how compounding works, all the basic stuff. I think these 3 stories are very good for that. So the first story I want to talk about, in 2013, after I started investing in the stock market for 2 or 3 years, and I slowly I understand it better, and I realized this is everyone should try it, and honestly. So at company, I sent an email to all the Chinese colleagues in office, and I tell them, what, guys, I started value investing, and I find out that it's called dividend growth investing strategy, and I use TD. I think it's one of the good example in which you can try. So actually, almost everyone received the email, purchased the TD stock. Almost everyone. Okay, but one of my friend, a good friend, and we always in office we always talk about. So one day I talked to him. I would talk to him. I say, you know what, my friend, you have a property without any mortgage. So if you refinance your property, so we can get some money out from your equity, from the property equity, and invest into stock market. For example, TD. I think TD, it's very stable. Never lose money, right? You never lose money. Always you get paid right away. I'm talking about the dividend. And I think if you use a little bit leverage, let's invest $1 million, and if you wait for 5-6 years, then most likely you will be able to double your money. And at the time, then you sell 50% of your holdings. So you pay back all the money you borrow. So you will keep the rest, about $1 million. So I talked to him. Actually, he went to home, discussed with his wife, and next day he came back. He said, I talked to my wife. She doesn't want to do it. She doesn't like this idea. Okay, so there's nothing I can do, right? Nothing. So now, because it was in 2013, today, 2019, 6 years later, if we use the closing price before the Canada Day and the closing price before the Canada Day this year. So after 6 years, the total return is 124%. 124%. So it is more than double the money. So if my friend took my suggestion, refinance the mortgage, invest $1 million 6 years ago in TD stocks, today is about $2.25 million today. Actually, this is 3 days ago the closing price, and the stock price up like another $1. So actually, you get more money. So if you follow my original strategy, you sell the 50% holdings, so you can pay back $1 million money you borrow and pay the tax. You still can keep $1 million net profit in stocks. So this will give you almost more than $3,000 dividend every month. My friend, is a single income family, and his wife doesn't work. So if you can get $3,000 every month from your investment, life will be easy, right? This is one story I want to talk about. Of course, people will ask, let's see, in 2013, maybe you just get luck because you invest in 2013. Okay, so I calculate the TD investment return. There's a tool available at td.com, the company website. You can find out, you can calculate from which day to which day, what's the total investment return. So I use the tool, I calculate from 1995 up to 2013. And this is the results. In 1995, if you invest in TD stocks, like on Canada Day, one day before, one day after Canada Day, then you hold it for 6 years, the total return is 346%. 1996 is 247%. 1997 is 107%. 1998 is 49%. 1999 is 89%. Year 2000 is 87%. 2001, 120%. 2002, 123%. 2003, 96%. 2004, 95%. 2005, 82%. 2006, 72%. 2007, 43%. 2008, 120%. 2009, 124%. 2010, 101%. And 2011, 99%. 2012, 138%. 2013, 124%. So, you never lose money if you calculate from 1995. So this strategy works every time. You never lose money. 100% you make money. On average, you make more than 100% on average if you calculate all the numbers. So it doesn't matter which year. It doesn't matter which year you invest. Like for example, you invest in 2011. 2011 is 99%, right? Let's say 2012 is 138%. And 2002, like 123%. So it's not because I talked to my friend in 2013 and that's the best time, the only time it works. No, it works every year. Actually, it works every day. If you think about Canada Day, just because right now it just, we just passed the Canada Day, so I just picked this Canada Day, right? Actually, this strategy works every day, not every year, every day for the last 25 years. And if you look at 2016, because 2016, there was an oil price crisis, January 2016. If you invest in TD stock in January 2016, Today it's up 75% after 3.5 years. So in 4 years, maybe a little bit more than 4 years, you should be able to double the money. So instead of 6 years, you can double the money in 4 years. Okay? So we all know Warren Buffett says you should be greedy when everyone is fearful. You should be fearful when everyone is greedy. In January 2016, everyone obviously was fearful. So you should be greedy. But this is the first story I want to talk about. I'm not just saying, oh yeah, well it's so easy, just make one transaction. I want you to think about why this strategy works every year, every month, every day. It doesn't matter which day you start. Even today, it will work. Actually, why today it will work? Because actually today, if you look at the Morningstar data, it tells you right now the TD stock, the valuation is 10% below the average mean, the 5 years average. So it's still a good time to start, okay? But it's not that important. My point is, this strategy works every year, every month, every day. You should understand why. And actually, this is why you should study investing. Then the second story is in 2011. I would discuss value investing online, and I talk about I started a digital. Sorry about that. The dividend growth investing strategy, and I find out a TD Bank in Canadian market. I think this is a very good stock. We can apply this strategy. So I just talk about this. And one friend online, she asked a question. See, yeah, I think you got a good idea. I want to try that. And I plan to save $2,000 every month. I plan to save $2,000 every month. And I want to invest in TD stocks. Okay, and then she asked, what's the best way to invest this $2,000? Let's say the first week, the end of the week, in the middle, or you should wait the price is low or whatever. So this is the question she asked. Of course, the answer is, if you really want to invest for the long term, just the first day of the month is okay. Just make a regular contribution to your investment portfolio, right? $2,000 per month. So this is happened in 2011. Today, 2019. So it's already 8 years. 8 years, yeah. At the time I talk about this strategy, I said if you invest $2,000, if you do it for next 10 years, you should be able to get the first $1 million in your life. I'm talking about the first $1 million. Okay. Now it's already 8 years. If we calculate the number plus the return, right? So the total investment, the money she invested, about $200,000, very close to $200,000, and the return plus the dividend reinvestment, so it's very close to $500,000 today. The value, if you look at it today, the price, $500,000. So let's see, it's $500,000. So after 8 years, she already had $500,000 portfolio in the TD stock. The previous story I talked about, on average, you double the money after 6 years. So today is 8 years. If she stopped today, let's say she only keep the $500,000 investment for now, don't touch it, in 6 years, most likely she will get $1 million. So she will complete the target, like hit the target, first $1 million investment assets in her life. So if she wait, of course, if she continue to another 2 years, then maybe you just need 3 or 4 years. So the total is 11 or 12 years. And she will be able to reach the $1 million milestone. The $1 million. This is from scratch, from zero. I always try to help my friends. When I explain the investing, the principles, I always try to help them understand. Anyone can from zero to become a millionaire. It is very important to understand how to start from zero and how much time you need to reach the first milestone, the $1 million investment. And I want my friends to understand everyone can do it. Because the previous story, my friend, he owns a property without any mortgage, right? So he can do something with the equity he has. But the second story has nothing. It's just a regular middle class, try to save some money for the future. And she started from scratch, from zero. After 8 years, it's already $500,000, and in another 4 or 5 years, and pretty much almost 99%, she will be able to reach the $1 million. So actually, yesterday I talked about this in my other videos. I think even for $500,000 today, after 8 years, you save $2,000 after 8 years, you already have $500,000. So with this $500,000, because we already know in 6 years, most likely you will double the money, right? But life is limited. So I don't want to wait another 6 years. I already have $500,000. I want to enjoy my life today. So what you can do is, you can take out $5,000 every month. Or you can just borrow on margin $5,000 every month. Why? Because if you spend $5,000 every month, in 6 years, in total is like $300,000. But your investment will, on average, you will double. So you will get another $500,000. So if you sell 50% of your holdings, you can pay off all the money you spent, and including tax, all the costs, whatever. So which means, from today, after 8 years, I save money, $2,000. From today, I can take out $5,000 every month. So $5,000 is a lot of money. Let's say, $1,000, you can drive a BMW, right? You can drive a Mercedes-Benz if you want. And another $4,000, you can, if you live in a $1 million house today, with $4,000 every month, you can move into a $2 million. I'm talking about a regular family, typical middle class. If this will completely upgrade your life living standards. Okay, and don't forget that after 6 years, you sell 50%, you can do it again. So the rest of your life, you can take out $5,000 every month. And some year, maybe, you're not more than double the money, right? Don't forget that sometimes you will triple your money. So if you get $1 million and instead of $5,000 every month, you can spend $10,000 every month. If you manage it properly, if you understand the concept, you manage your money properly, so you can, after 8 years, you already can enjoy your life. Just imagine, for any typical middle class, if you have $5,000 extra money you can spend every month, this will really help you a lot. Okay, so this is the second story. This is a true story. I only talked to this friend once. She asked the question, I gave the answer. After that, we never talked, so I don't know for sure she actually follow it. I don't know, but this is a true story. I don't know. I just give you the number you can think about. Then the third story I want to talk about is when I discuss, explain online, on the forum nights when we talk about it, I say, I know if you can save $2,000, blah, blah, blah. And the one guy jumped out to say, even $2,000 is too much. And I'm very low income. I cannot save $2,000 per month. Okay, so then I give another example. Maybe I cannot say this is a story, but I just give it another. I say, for example, if you work at a Tim Hortons, you only have a minimum wage, right? So if with a minimum wage income, at least you should be able to save a couple $100 per month. When you want to do something bigger, then you have to sacrifice a little bit, right? To try and save $400-500 per month. So with $400-500 per month, you can use the leverage which the service provided by the banking for the banks. You can borrow another $1,000. So you will have $1,500 per month for investment. Because in 2011, at the time interest was very low. So the dividend income you received from your investment was higher than the interest cost. Okay, so if you borrow the money from the bank for investment, and the dividend you receive can cover all the costs. So you don't need to worry about the cost. You may not be able to serve the loan you take, right? So if you follow the same strategy, every month I work at the Tim Hortons and I have a minimum wage, and I somehow I manage to save $400-500, then I borrow another $1,000 from bank. Actually, I think that's I borrow from, for example, I borrow from TD and I invest into TD Bank stocks. So after 8 years, of course, you won't be able to reach the $500,000, but you should be more than $250,000, close to $300,000 after 8 years. And again, you can expect you double the money in 6 years. So you follow the same money management strategy, right? If you don't want to wait another 6 years, then you can start enjoy life now. You can take out $3,000 per month instead of $5,000, because the lady, she saved $2,000. She invested $2,000. So after 8 years, she's able to take out $5,000. But you with minimum wage, you only can manage $500 plus the $1,000 you borrowed. Then what happened is you only can take out $3,000. But you know what? If you still work at Tim Hortons, you still make the minimum wage. Now you can have $3,000 every month help you, like upgrade your living standard. This almost double your income already. And for the rest of your life, every month you can take out $3,000, no problem. So, why I want to tell you these 3 stories? Because you look at it. The third story, the guy worked at the Tim Hortons, right? Work at the Tim Hortons with the minimum wage. So that guy is at the bottom. You cannot go lower. It's the minimum wage. The second story, she has a reasonable income, which she's able to save some money, around $1,000 or $2,000 per month. And that other guy, he's old because he bought a house. He already established. It's a different level, right? So 3 levels. I want you to think about, no matter which level you are today, let's say you at the bottom, we make minimum wage, you have 0 investment in your bank, you follow this strategy, in 8 years, you can double the salary, double the income for yourself for the rest of your life, including your retirement time. Okay, if you stop work, you don't get any paycheck. But investment is fucking different. As long as you live in this world, it works for you. The money works for the rest of your life. And you don't need to work. So money works for you, not you work for money. If you think about these three stories, you should realize everyone, it doesn't matter which level you are right now. It doesn't matter which level you are right now. You can be a millionaire in about 10 years. Anyone can do it. It is very important for you to understand this. Everyone can start from scratch, from zero. I'm talking about from minimum wage, without any savings. You still can make it. And then if you look at the market, the price, for the last 8 years. In 2013, we had a euro debt crisis. In 2015-16, we have oil price crisis. In 2018, just 7 months ago, we have the US-China, the trading issue. So every time you have a very good opportunity to double down. Every time. So I would suggest you, my friend, to read one of the famous speech made by Charlie Munger. It's called Art of Stock Picking. Art of Stock Picking. And basically, there's only one sentence you need to remember. They bet big when they have odds. If you really understand what it means, then pretty much you know how to invest. They bet big when they have odds. If you look at these three stories, there's nothing special. Nothing special. If anyone look at the Canadian market, you will find out, Canadian banks, it's a good long-term investment if it's based on all the information available, right? Then TD Bank, if you compare all the numbers, I'm talking about anyone can. If you compare the numbers, you will realize TD and the Royal Bank are better than other banks. Anyone can tell. This is not secret. Every month save some money. Actually, almost everyone. For most family, I would believe, you will try to save some money for the future, right? So, save money every month. It's not a secret. It's not. But the difference is, if you really think about, make a good decision, make a long-term, make a good choice. After 8 or 10 years, you will reach your first $1 million. Okay, you are first from scratch, from zero, from scratch. And after that, you can enjoy $1 million investment assets, give you a comfortable lifestyle, and you can just sit there, wait to become multimillionaire. Because every 6 years you double the money. Every 6 years. Then, which means, after 20 years, you should have $3 or $4 million. This is from zero, my friend. From zero. Even the people who make minimum wage can do it. So, you have no excuse. You have absolutely no excuse. This is why I want you to think about it. I'm not trying to tell you only TD bank stocks is good, you only should invest in. No, this is not what I want you to know. I want you to realize how important it is to study value investing. Because anyone can start from zero, become a millionaire anyone can do. That's how important for you, my friend. If you are young, especially when you're young, you have a lot of time to grow your money, then you really need to think about. You need to think about how to learn. Go to a library, read a book. Online, you can always search value investing, YouTube or whatever. Try to understand all the basic concepts. TD Bank stock is just one good example. In Canadian market, you can find many other good companies you can invest. You can apply the exactly same strategy and achieve the same goal. And if you think about the US market, I can tell you, in US market, you can find at least more than 100 companies. You can apply exactly same strategy. So this is not a secret. This is not something special or only work on TD Banks. No, it works on hundreds. That's why everyone can do it. It doesn't matter where you live, States, Canada, in which city you live, no problem. It works for everyone. It works for everyone means even you are at the bottom, you are the minimum wage, you work at a Tim Hortons, you work at Walmart with a minimum wage, you can be a millionaire. This is what I try to tell you, and hope you can understand. Okay, so this is all I want to tell you, my friend. And in the future, I will try to put more content in English, but of course I will focus on the Chinese content first, because really if you do a search on YouTube, I'm the only one talk about value investing in Canada. So I will focus in Chinese content first, but once in a while I will try to make some content in English as well. Thank you. Bye.